Yes, welcome in this class. Now, reading second, grade 9 English, unit 6. Talk to your friends about these questions. Is there any unique custom in your community? What is it? Why is it unique? Discuss about the question. Now, surprising custom. One thing that sets human apart from other members of the animal kingdom is our propensity to develop custom and tradition around everything from beauty ritual to death custom. In fact, humans love doing this so much that the world has been enriched with thousands of different cultures since the dawn of civilization. No doubt, one important aspect of just about any given culture is its code of etiquette and a sense of identity. Here are some astonishing customs from around the world. Now, its meaning apart means what is the meaning of apart? Separate. Now, propensity means tendency, pravritti. Here, enriched, enhance. Dawn, as you know, before sunrise, Usha, Bihani. And then etiquette, protocol, Shishtachar. Now, astonishing, surprising, Ashirjanak. Similarly, pointing with lips. While gestures of the hand are often subject to customary. The meaning of gesture, signal, no? And customary means what is the meaning of it? Conventional, chalan anusar ko. While gesture of the hand are often subject to customary variation across cultures, few can claim this under extends to expression of the mouth. In Nicaragua, it is common to point with the lips instead of the thumb or index finger like the majority of the world. Wondering just how exactly a person points with their lips. It all starts by puckering up. The lip point is typically used in conversation to indicate something that is happening nearby. And its meaning, what is the meaning of it? Yes, its meaning wrinkle, khumchai. Yes, you can here watch. That is the puckering. After that, tipping. Another odd custom associated with the United States is its tipping culture. Unlike many other countries that don't tip at all or who only tip in a small amounts, when the food was particularly good, tipping is rather mandatory at most restaurants in the US. In fact, it is expected that patron leave between 10 to 20% of the bill in tips. The meaning of mandatory, compulsory and patrons होटल को मालिक स्पॉन्सर रक्षक. Further, there are rules for tipping by trainers. न त्यो चाहिँ नि काम गर्नेवाला बारमेड बारमेन रेस्टुरेन्टमा रक्सी बेच्ने व्यक्तिहरू delivery people and other service personnel. While some criticize this practice as irrational, there's no doubt that tipping culture in the US gives an incentive for waiters and waitresses to provide better service. जब कुनै होटलमा तिनीहरू खाना खान्छन् अनि खाना धेरै राम्रो लाग्यो भने त्यो चाहिँ बारमेड अथवा बारम्यानलाई त्यसले के गर्छ केही बक्सिस दिन्छ incentive. Yes, here irrational, unreasonable and incentive means बक्सिस incitement. Eh? That is the culture that we call tipping. Now, slurping. Most societies around the world have rules about table etiquette. For Western cultures, noisily consuming food is considered rude. In Japan, however, making slurping sounds while eating has an entirely different meaning. This might have something to do with the fact that in Western countries noodles are properly consumed by twiddling them on a spoon before putting them in the mouth. And what is the meaning of consuming? Ubogarnu khanu, rude, asabhya, and slurping, and its meaning is sip, drink, surak means त्याच्याने sipping गर्नु, and twirling means here its meaning is twist, spine, turn, घुमारो. Meanwhile, the Japanese simply slurp up their noodles without contorting, and contorting means wreath, deform, बिगाड्नु, तोड्नु, भाँच्नु them first, an act that is naturally noisier than the former. Making slurping sound when eating noodles in Japan is a way of indicating that you are really enjoying them. Some scientists even argue slurping invites air into the palate मुखको माथिल्लो भाग and actually enhances the noodles flavor. Now, kneeling or lying prostrate as greeting. For members of the Yoruba people, an ethnic group that is largely reside in Nigeria, greeting ritual are taken quite seriously. This is especially true in regard to greeting elders. When an adult approaches, Yoruba youths are expected to drop to their knees in greeting. More specifically, women kneel when greeting and men typically lie prostrate. These gestures are a sign of respect and deference for the elder of the community. Interestingly, this custom is one of the distinguishes Yoruba people from other ethnic groups in Nigeria, including the Bini and the Kalabari. Now its meaning here kneel, no, genuflect, Buddha tekno, and prostrate, prone, lie down, pranam, and difference, respect, regard, samman, other, its meaning. And after that, find the word from the text that match the following meanings: a natural desire, tendency, the rules of correct or polite behavior in society, etiquette, people who work in a bar serving drinks, bartenders to become twisted, its meaning twill. And after that, true false. Here, in Nicaragua, people prefer to point with the thumb finger, false. Tipping is compulsory at most restaurants in the US. No? True. Contorting is less noisier than slurping, false. People from the West take noodles by twisting them on a spoon, true. The Bini and Kalabari are the ethnic group of Nigeria, no? True. And after that, answer the following questions. The question is, what makes a group of people different from others? And it's very simple, custom. And what is the unique tradition of Nicaragua? Pointing with lips. What is positive aspect of tipping culture? As an incentive for waiters and waitress to provide better service is a positive aspect of tipping culture. And why do Japanese make slurping sound while eating noodles? Japanese make slurping sound while eating noodles because it is a way of indicating that they are really enjoying them. How do Yoruba people greet their leaders? No. Women kneel when greeting and male typically lie prostrate. Now here, which of the above custom Did you find more interesting? Is there any interesting custom in your culture? Share it with your friends. Now here, among of the above custom, I found pointing with lips is more interesting. There is an interesting custom in our culture, and that is Nachu. No, it is celebrated on the occasion of wedding ceremony. On the occasion day of On the second day of the marriage, a barber is called to complete the custom. He tears bride and bridegroom finger near nail. After tearing, blood comes out. Woman of bride's family mix the blood so that the both body, heart and soul can live in unison. They are two bodies but single thought. It helps them to live together happily. Somewhere the blood is mixed in rice pudding or betel and fed to bride and bridegroom. It is believed that even in next Juni life they will be lover and beloved. Nowadays this type of custom is dying out because of modern thought and ideal family. It is said that thought could not be united with blood mixing. Our life can run smoothly on the basis of mutual understanding, though it is a peculiar wedding custom in our community. Now after that, grammar. Choose the following sentences in indirect speech from the list. Match with sentences in direct speech of the table below. Now here, that has been done. You can copy it, change the following sentence into indirect one, and that is the answer. Rahul said to me, did you watch the cricket match on TV last night? Rahul asked me if I had watched the cricket match on TV the previous night. Now, if you want to study more and more about narration, then I have given video during COVID period, COVID-19. You can study in detail. Are you coming home with me? He asked me if I was going home with him. Do you really come from India? Said the prince. The prince asked me if I really came from India. Now, have you anything to say? Said the judge finally. The judge finally asked me if I had anything to say. She said to me, is he at home? No. He asked me if he was at home. Usha says, can you solve the problem? Usha asks me if I can solve the problem. But here is present tense that you can change. You cannot change can into could. Badri said to Asmita, will you visit me in Australia? Badri asked Asmita if she would visit him in Australia. Radhika said to Rebecca, did you hear the noise? No, Radhika asked Rebecca if she had heard the noise. No. He said, have you seen my hat? And it's indirect speech. He inquired me whether I had seen his hat. Now he said to me, does he come or not? He asked me whether he came. Rohan said to me, did you spill the milk on the floor? Now its answer, Rohan asked me if I had spilled the milk on the floor. Now the pilot said to the air hostess, have the passenger fastened their seatbelt? The pilot asked the air hostess if the passenger had fastened their seatbelts. Now imagine that you met a friend after 2 years. She asked you the following questions. Take turns to report them to your partners. No? And you should change from A up to H into indirect speech. No, I have done here. No, in paragraph, and you can copy it. My friend asked me if I was fine and how my family was. He again asked me whether I had had breakfast and what was doing then. Now I have changed these all into indirect speech in a paragraph. Now writing. Here you have come to know about some strange custom and culture of the world. Nepal is also rich in its unique custom and culture. Write an essay on any one of the unique custom using the given outside. Now you can use the guideline. Now I have written here Bel Viva, that is in Nevar community, and you can write as you know, other also, and if you want to copy that Bel Viva, no, then you can copy it from this video. Similarly, that is the bell, no, fruit, and this is the answer. Now project work, the picture shows the element of culture, design a similar picture and explain it to the class. Now extra bit, types of essay, narrative essay, descriptive essay, and you can study yourself and you try your best to write narrative essay, descriptive essay, no, and then expository essay and persuasive essay. Okay, thank you for today.